Welcome back to the Writing of Westeros. Today we're examining one of the most enduring mysteries in the series. Is Jon Snow truly the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark? Known to fans as R+L J, this theory has captivated readers for decades. While the television adaptation has provided its answer, we're focusing exclusively on the textual evidence from the books. The realm knows Jon Snow as the bastard son of the Honorable Lord Eddard Stark of Winterfell, supposedly fathered during Robert's rebellion with an unknown woman. This tale has always raised eyebrows as it seems completely at odds with Ned's character, a man renowned for his unwavering honor. Are you enjoying the video? If so, please consider subscribing. I'm working towards 1,000 subscribers. Even more curious is Ned's absolute refusal to discuss Jon's mother with anyone, not his wife Catelyn, nor his king and closest friend Robert Baratheon. When pressed about Jon's mother in A Game of Thrones, Ned becomes uncharacteristically evasive, his thoughts turning to promises made and shadows of death. The first major clue comes from Ned's fever dreams in the Black Cells. He recalls finding Lyanna in a bed of blood, attended by 3 Kingsguard knights, Sir Arthur Dayne, Sir Oswell Went, and Lord Commander Gerald Hightower. This raises a critical question. Why would 3 elite Kingsguard remain at this remote tower in Dorne while their Prince Rhaegar was fighting and dying at the Trident? The answer may lie in their vows. As Sir Barristan Selmy explains elsewhere in the text, the Kingsguard are sworn to protect the royal family. If Lyanna had given birth to Rhaegar's child, a royal prince, their presence would suddenly make perfect sense. The bed of blood description is also significant as this phrase appears elsewhere in the book specifically in relation to childbirth. Coupled with Lyanna's repeated final words to Ned, it creates a compelling picture. What promise would be so important that it haunts Ned throughout the entire first book? Perhaps the promise to protect her newborn son from Robert's wrath. Martin's writing is famous for its symbolism, and Jon Snow's narrative contains numerous dragon and fire motifs that seem oddly placed for someone believed to be purely of Stark blood. Jon's recurring dream of descending into the crypts of Winterfell suggests a connection to the Stark ancestry, yet the crypts are traditionally reserved for the lords of Winterfell and their children, not their bastards. This dream hints at Jon having a legitimate claim to Winterfell through his mother, Lyanna. Perhaps the most poetic evidence comes through the symbolism of the blue winter rose. These flowers are repeatedly associated with Lyanna Stark throughout the text. In the House of the Undying, Daenerys witnesses a vision of a blue winter rose growing from a wall of ice, spreading sweetness. Given Jon's position at the wall, this imagery creates a direct symbolic link between him and Lyanna. Rhaegar was obsessed with prophecy, particularly the prince that was promised, a hero destined to fight the darkness. According to Maester Aemon and others, this prince would be born of the Targaryen line. Rhaegar initially believed himself to be this prince, then later his first son, before eventually changing his mind again. His actions with Lyanna, which helped trigger Robert's rebellion, seem inexplicable unless viewed through the lens of prophecy. If Rhaegar believed the Song of Ice and Fire required a union between Targaryen, fire, and Stark, ice, his actions gained profound meaning. And Jon would be the literal embodiment of this prophecy. When we carefully analyze the timeline of Robert's rebellion, we find that Jon's presumed birth aligns perfectly with when Lyanna would have given birth if she and Rhaegar had conceived a child together. Throughout the books, Jon and Daenerys follow parallel journeys despite never meeting. Both lose their first loves, both learn to lead, both face betrayal, and both are connected to prophetic dreams. These narrative parallels make sense if they share Targaryen blood. The evidence strongly suggests that Jon Snow is indeed the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark, literally a song of ice and fire personified. This would make him not a bastard, but potentially the rightful heir to the Iron Throne, especially if Rhaegar and Lyanna were secretly married. Of course, until the Winds of Winter arrives, we can only theorize based on the breadcrumb trail George R.R. Martin has left us. But the careful reader will find that this theory is supported by layers of textual evidence, symbolism, and thematic resonance throughout the books. What do you think of the R+L J theory? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into Westerosi lore, please like and subscribe for more theories from the world of ice and fire.